Magic is what happens when you find balance between method and madness, science and art. Welcome to the Magic Maker Podcast, the place where entrepreneurs who want to find magic can access aha moments and simple steps to big dreams. I'm your host, jnicholesmith, but you can call me Nick. Let's get started, shall we?
Today, I wanted to walk you through the very first stage of the process that gets you from wherever you are now to that freedom and fulfillment I mentioned. It's not going to happen overnight, and it does happen in stages. And today, I want to walk you through the first stage, which is how to grow your business. So, one of the things I believe in is what I call the 4 seasons of freedom and fulfillment. And these are the stages from being an entrepreneur just starting out to one who has freedom and fulfillment. And that doesn't happen by accident. In fact, most of us go the opposite direction. Many people quit their corporate job because they love the idea of being an entrepreneur and then find they have less freedom and fulfillment than ever because it's hard. It's hard to run your own business. And if you ask most people, freedom is not something they would necessarily associate with being a small business owner. But there is a way to make that happen, and it happens in stages. 4 of them, in fact. The first stage is growing your business. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. When you are just getting started as an entrepreneur, it is so easy to get distracted by all the things we're supposed to be good at, all the things we're supposed to know. You hear talk from people like me about building a brand, and you want to do all the social media tactics, and you want to do all the PR and all the things that look great on paper, and it's hard to know what is a good fit for you. But I want to tell you that there is one thing that you need to focus on if you're new to running a business, or if you're running a business that isn't working very well yet, and that is getting stable. When I say getting stable, what I mean is being able to make more money with less stress. Sounds pretty simple, and it also probably sounds a bit like a pipe dream if that feels a long way away for you right now, but that is all you need to focus on at first. Because if you're gonna use any of those fancy tactics or build a brand or do any of that stuff and you don't have the foundations of a great business, it's not really gonna work for you the way it's supposed to or the way it should on paper. So, growing your business is the first stage, and here's what that looks like. You really need to learn how to manage the 5 laws of entrepreneurship. Now, the 5 laws are mindset, money, marketing, mechanics, and momentum. And you can try and ignore one or more of them, but you're gonna get in trouble. And remember, this stage isn't about mastering these things. It's just about understanding them and learning to manage them. The very first one is mindset. And for a lot of us, that feels a little bit woo-woo. Like we don't really want to talk about scarcity and enoughness and having enough money and self-worth and all that kind of stuff. But if you ignore it, it's gonna bite you in the ass. So you really need to acknowledge that the first law of entrepreneurship is mindset, and to really invest in your ability to show up with your head on straight as an entrepreneur. The second stage is money, and that is all about getting organized. It's about understanding the money coming into and out of your business, looking for opportunities, and having a clear picture of things like your cash flow and your profitability. The third step with marketing is really just about the simple act of starting more conversations and getting conversions. And that's a huge part of where the stability comes from, is being able to go make money when you need to, and testing and trying stuff, seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. Because once you know what works in your business, you can scale it. You can put more money, more effort, more team, more resources towards it because you've seen it work. But until you figure that out, it's testing. It's all testing. And that should be your primary focus. Then those next 2 laws, mechanics and momentum, are all about starting to save you time and save you money, and then showing up and acting consistently. So this is about creating some really basic habits and really starting to get some processes and systems into your business that make it easier for you to be stable, to be consistent, to grow your business. If you haven't figured that stuff out, if there's a lot of things I just mentioned that freak you out or you're not very sure of yet, then you are still in the grow your business stage, and you don't need to worry too much about building a brand or funding your freedom or any of the other wacky things that you might hear entrepreneurs talking about that are just beyond where you are right now. So this is your permission slip to just focus on one thing. Get stable. Get enough time, enough money, and get enough confidence that you can go into the next stages and move towards your freedom in a way that is sustainable and not just chaotic all at the same time. We have a ton of resources to help you grow your business over on jnicholesmith.com. So definitely check out. There's usually a free challenge and tons of downloads to help you get started with this phase and to figure out where you're at now and what your next steps are. If you want more free resources to help you work through this, visit us over at facebook.com/groups/magicmakershq. This is a place where we have conversations all the time about topics like this and support enchanted rebels like you who want to find freedom and fulfillment by building brands instead of just businesses. I hope to see you inside.